Hey buddy, good to see you. Just look behind me. Can you see those large triangle-shaped structure? Well, that's called a pyramid. Pyramids were ancient constructions built as tombs for pharaohs of Egypt and are a cause of wonder and mystery even today. They are often examined and surveyed by archaeologists. Archaeologists are people who examine human history and prehistory by excavating sites, examining artifacts and other physical remains. But it is said that the curse of Pharaoh is said to fall on those people who dare to disturb the mummy, and many thieves who try to loot the precious things in a pyramid, and also archaeologists who have explored the cave have definitely suffered the wrath of the mummy. Today I am going to tell you the story of such an archaeologist. Sarah was an archaeologist sent by the Archaeological Institute of America to study the tomb of Cleopatra VII, the last pharaoh of Egypt. Sarah and her team found it really surprised to see that the treasure and the Cleopatra's tomb were left untouched. Being a smart archaeologist, Sarah decided to return all the precious things to Egypt. But Sarah and her team got lost and they couldn't find the way out of the pyramid. What would you do if you were trapped in a pyramid? Let's find it out by creating a game in 𝗙𝗵𝗲. Let's begin by opening the 𝗙𝗵𝗲 software. It's loading, dear. Yes, now click on Create a New Project. We should choose a folder to save our game files. So click on Choose Folder. See, a new file browsing window opens up. There, go to Pictures, select it and right-click to create a new folder. What should be the folder name? I know. Let's type in the name as Trapped in a Pyramid. Then double-click the folder and click on Select Folder. And that's how, my dear, we create a folder for storing or saving files required for our game. Now we should select and click on an empty game cause we are beginning a new game from scratch. On the left side of our screen, we can see the Project Manager tab. Click on the game setting and under that we can click on Properties. Let's rename the game to Trapped in a Pyramid and change the package name to Trapped in a Pyramid. Next, we can change the game resolution by setting width to 1300 and height to 800. Click on Apply. Alright, now let's create a game scene. Do you have any idea what a game scene is? Well, it's a rectangular space where we will be adding game objects and also background. So let's see how that's done. So click on Add a Scene button and right click on the kebab icon of New Scene. Oh, we have a list of options. From them, click on Rename and rename it to Game and press Enter. Now when we click on Game, the game scene of size 1300 into 800 opens. See the blank white page? Yes, that one. Let's scroll down and zoom out to view the entire game screen's rectangular box. We can scroll up and down the mouse to zoom in and zoom out of the game screen. Also, by clicking and holding the scroll button, we can move left and right. Did you know the Egyptians were one of the first civilizations to believe in an afterlife? They believed that a second self called the Ka lived within every man, which would begin when the physical body expired to enjoy eternal life. It's time to add the background for our game. So first, click on Add a New Object option at top right of our screen and choose Tiled Sprite. As object name, type in background. Then click on Select an Image and choose a file to upload our backgrounds from the Downloads folder. See, a file browsing window opens up. Here I am choosing the background I have already saved in my downloads. But you can choose any background you like from the internet. Cool? Okay. So I'm going to my downloads folder where my backgrounds is saved. Choose it and click open. Click OK on the dialog box which pops up asking to duplicate the image we are choosing from downloads. Great. Now let's adjust the size of image by setting width to 1300 and height to 866. Then what do? We click on apply. See, our background image is now visible as an object in the Objects tab. Now drag and drop it to the game scene. Let's adjust it a bit. To adjust the position and size of the background, let's just click. Just click and ta-da! Its properties will appear to the left of our screen. There we can set X coordinate and Y coordinate to 0. And then click anywhere on the game screen to apply changes. So our background has been set. Here we are creating a platformer game like Temple Run, where the objects or sprites can run and walk and then they can play the game. Here the platform is used like a ground that is used for walking or a solid base above which the game takes place. To add a platform, we should again click on Add a new object in the Object tab and choose the Tile Sprite option. As object name, type base and press Select an image. Below it, there is a Choose a File option. Yes, that one. Click on it. Just like before, the file browsing window in the computer opens up. From the Downloads folder, choose the base image and click Open. Once again, click OK on the dialog box which pops up asking to duplicate the image we are choosing from Downloads. Then set the width of our base image as 34 and height as 34. Then click Apply. Now click and drag it to the game scene. Zoom in by scrolling up the mouse ball. Click on the base and in its Properties tab on the left, set the width as 300 and height as 34. Take in the custom size. See, our base is elongated and well positioned. Next, just double click the base and select Behaviors. Now click on Add a behavior to the object at the bottom right of the window. Choose the platform option and our base will be converted into a platform. Then maintain the type as platform itself. Now click on Apply. Did you know pyramids are built thousands of years ago as tombs for pharaohs and their families? Over 130 pyramids have been discovered throughout Egypt. The pyramids were loaded with treasures like thrones and objects made of pure gold, alabaster statues and ivory carvings, precious jewelry, and even boats to traverse into afterlife. Well, now it's time to bring in a platform character. Let's get that done. For that, click on Add a new object. In the new window that opens up, choose the Sprite option and rename the object to Player. After that, click Add an animation. There you can see an animation option appear. Here give animation 0 name as idle. Then click the Add button. Go to Downloads and choose the player's idle animation and click Open. Alright, click OK on the dialog box. Now what do we have to do? We should convert the player as a platform character. For that, click on Behavior, then click on Add a behavior to the object and choose Platformer Character option and click on Apply. From the Object tab, we can drag and drop the player object into the game screen. Click on the player image and set its width to 120 and height to 150 in the Properties tab on the left. After that, click on Custom Size. Good. Hey, we are not done yet. We should also position it. So set its X coordinate to 290 and Y coordinate to 500. Great. Are you ready for a preview? For that, click the play button on top. So our platformer character player is moving to the right when I click the right key on the keyboard. Similarly, when I press the left key on the keyboard, player animation is moving left. Well done, dear. Close the preview. Next, we can learn how to add platformer animations.